So it's time for a big picture video. A lot of people wonder why we even bothered to talk about concepts of race to begin with. Why can't we just be nice to everybody? All that stuff happened in the past. The present isn't like that. It is so important to understand the way in which race functions in society today because it is still an ongoing issue. Just because stuff happened in the past doesn't mean that race doesn't have an impact on the present. So in this video, I'm going to talk about an article that I found really interesting because it does deal directly with the ways in which race functions in society right now and the racism that still exists, even though it's implicit. So the article I'm talking about came out of MacLean's magazine and was titled Too Asian. Really? 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 So first off, the title implies that there's something wrong with being Asian. Just being Asian in itself. As if Asian people are a threat to the academic sphere as we know it, or actually, more specifically, a threat to middle-class white people who feel as though Asian students are taking their places within a university setting and also making it too academic and not as fun as the university experience should be. I wish I were making this up. The article actually specifically says that an Asian school has come to mean one that is so academically focused that some students feel that they can no longer compete or have fun. What does that even mean? Also, keep in mind as well that the term Asian is incredibly broad and needs to be unpacked in itself. Remember earlier when I talked about the East and the West in one of my previous videos? Well, discourses surrounding the East have made it so that Asianness is homogenized within our society. Also, stereotypes surrounding Asianness and being academically focused and academically driven are discourses that you may not think are detrimental, but really are when you start to unpack them. These discourses that I'm discussing make it so that Asianness becomes a category through which we can understand a whole group of people with unique lived experiences. I know it's a daunting task to remember all of these issues surrounding race, and I know that every once in a while you may slip up and accidentally say something that you may not think is offensive or racist, but actually is when you go to unpack it. Simple awareness is key in order to understand the ways in which these discourses function within our society and work against them. I know a lot of people feel as though political correctness has gone too far, but all of these issues are still incredibly important to people today. You can choose how informed you want to be about these issues because of all of the media that exists. So all I'm asking for in these videos is for people to become more aware and to educate themselves on issues surrounding critical race studies.